High pressure is well and truly the theme of the weather through this week. It's going to stay fine and settled for most of us. Worth bearing in mind though, away from the centre of the high towards the southeast through today, there is a bit of a breeze here, and across parts of eastern England, some relatively thick cloud, a few showers possible, all that drifting a little bit further south and westwards through the afternoon, but that cloud will be breaking up, so a bit more sunshine breaking out here. Otherwise, across Orkney and Shetland, some thick cloud could lead to a few spots of rain, but elsewhere it's a dry story and there will be a decent amount of sunshine as well. In that sunshine, not feeling too bad at all. Temperatures peaking in the mid to high teens Celsius. We may just about scrape to 18 or 19, but it is worth bearing in mind, particularly where we have that breeze towards the far southeast and where we have that thicker cloud, also some North Sea coastal parts, it is going to feel markedly fresher, closer to 9 or 10 Celsius for some here. Later on, as we go through the end of the day, like I said, we have that thicker cloud in eastern England pushing further south and westwards. So some grey skies through the evening across parts of central southern England for a time. But then overnight, well, there may be 1 or 2 showers, but generally it's looking dry. Many of us will have some clear skies. And with mostly light winds, it does mean it's again going to turn quite chilly. Perhaps not quite as cold as it was last night to get to minus 4.7 at Altnahara, but nonetheless, away from the more built-up areas, I am expecting a touch of frost in some prone rural spots. So a bit of a fresh, chilly start for some of us tomorrow morning. Not great news for any gardeners in those areas. As we go through tomorrow then, yes, a bit of a fresh start, but actually it's looking like another largely fine day. A few showers coming through, none of these looking particularly heavy, mainly towards parts of East Anglia and Kent, and a few perhaps pushing into parts of the Midlands. Otherwise, lots of dry weather on offer yet again and a good deal of sunshine, and with that, temperatures likely to be a little bit higher than today for many places, could get to highs of around 20 or 21 Celsius. Do obviously take care if you're out in the fine sunny weather for prolonged periods, because UV levels could be pretty high. Through the rest of the week, and as I said, high pressure is going to continue to dominate, so it is going to stay largely dry, little rain around for most of us, just a few showers here and there until we get to the weekend, and that's when there's the chance of a bit of rain perhaps pushing into the northwest, and by Sunday we may see some heavy, perhaps even thundery showers in the southwest, but a fair bit of uncertainty about that at the moment. Otherwise, when it comes to our temperatures, we're going to stick with the relatively chilly nights, but feeling pretty warm by day. In fact, our temperatures by day are going to be creeping up as we go through this week. But if you need any more information about what we can expect through this week, then make sure you check out the deep dive with Honor, which will be available later on this afternoon. Bye-bye.